Hey guys, this is Julie from Crafty Beach on YouTube, and I have a fun Dollar Tree DIY for your summer tier tray. We're going to be making a camping scene. I found these great little fairy garden items at the Dollar Tree. They're like some log stairs and like a little log campfire, and I thought we would make a campsite. So I'm just taking some Dollar Tree dowels and I'm cutting them down. Miter scissors work really well for those. I got mine on Amazon. And I am just cutting down a structure to make a tent. So I have two the same length here. I'm just going to join them together, and I do the same for the back. I attach them with a little bit of hot glue, and then I am using some twine to tie them together as well for a little bit added stability. The theme of this summer tier tray was camping, and it's in my most recent summer tier tray video on my channel over on YouTube called Crafty Beach. So I have the tent structure for the front and back. I need one more dowel to connect the two together. A very simple structure to do, and then we can make the tent to go over it. This was a really fun little DIY and a really fun theme to do for a summer tier tray. For the fabric, I found this tan fabric at the Dollar Tree that I thought would be just perfect. I'm going to cut some of the fabric down. My inspiration for this tent was my son was in the Boy Scouts, like a Boy Scout tent. Really simple. So I just cut a strip of fabric that's long enough to cover both sides. And then I'm just attaching it to the dowels with a little bit of hot glue to give it some structure. Really easy. I have my fabric just a little bit longer than I need it, just to make sure that I had enough. And that part of the tent was so easy to do. Once I got it on there, I just went back and trimmed off my excess fabric. Now we need to use some more of that fabric to make like the doors of the tent. So I took a little piece and just glued it on the dowel. I even kind of make it look open just by having a corner go back to give it a little bit of movement in the fabric, and then cut down the excess fabric. You don't really have to worry about sewing anything, any kind of seams. You're not really going to get much fraying on this. And then I do a second piece of fabric on the other side, gluing it to that dowel as well. I want a little bit of an opening, and I even glue them just kind of wrinkled and open so it looks like there's some movement there. I take another piece and just do like a little triangle shape here on the back. I just glue it on the structure first and then trim off the excess fabric. And we have a very primitive little tent for our campsite. Now we want it to look like the forest, so I just used some hot glue and one of these little oval wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. And this is their reindeer moss that they carry. I just hot glue it all over to make it look like a forest floor. It does get a little messy, but you can always trim it up a little bit. And then I'm going to glue my dowels down to that because we're going to do like a little camping scene. And this is going to go on my tier tray for summer. So we had that great campfire and this little like log stairs that I found at the fairy garden section at Dollar Tree. And I just attached them to our little camp scene there with some more hot glue. And then I decided, I really need like a floor to my tent because you can tell that you'd be sleeping on grass. So I just cut down another piece of that fabric, just a rectangle, and just kind of glue that to the grass so the tent has a bottom. Nobody wants to sleep on the grass, right? I'm going to boost it up a little bit with a wood block so you're going to be able to see it on my tier tray. And then I put some more little fairy garden items like a little turtle, little creatures around the campsite. But this is how it looks when I put it on my camping tier tray. And this is how the entire camping tier tray turned out. It was so much fun to make with supplies from Dollar Tree and Dollar General. If you'd like more Dollar Tree DIYs, be sure to visit my YouTube channel at Crafty Beach. And until next time, happy crafting.